Hey, y'all. Oh, gosh. Sorry. I'm kind of bored, so let's play some dress-up games. Because why the fuck not? Now, I used to play dress-up games like a fuck ton, especially like middle school-ish, I want to say. So, let's do Elemental Sorceress. Because why the fuck not? I hope this is gonna actually fucking load. Okay, so it's gonna do this shit today. What are you doing? And the cat wants in. Why are you being stupid? Please run. What icon? I cannot see it. Well, this is going to shit. Oh, there you are. Hi. Allow. And the kitty wants in. Come on, cat. Whatever. Sweet Jesus, it's a Homestuck game. Well, it's gonna be laggy as all hell. Really, cat? Get your rat ass in. Oh. Now you're gonna work. Please work. Por favor. Please. Come on, computer. You can do it. Why are you bugging out like this? Hold up. Shut up. Okay, so you just gonna fuck me like this? Alright, whatever. You fucking up my stream doll divine. Well, this is wonderful. Let's make a prehistoric bitch. Ow, cat, fuck. Ow. Damn you. Please go. Please allow Flash. Por favor. Por favor. Stop doing that. This is going to shit. Yeah, I know. God damn you. Well, this is a flop. Shit, man. Damn. Why you do this to me? Oh, well. I guess I'm not playing dress-up games then. Woohoo! so I guess the title is a lie. Yeet. You know, sometimes people ask me. No, I don't. Not anymore, at least. Yeah. Should probably get one. Perhaps I'll just answer questions or something. I don't know. But for the time being, I do have a little one thing to talk about. So sometimes occasionally I've gotten, but you don't have black hair, when I call myself a goth. And it's like, yes, I don't look good with black hair. It makes my complexion look nasty. I don't know how to describe it other than that. But it's only the people who aren't goth that tell me that. I feel like when you have the understanding that you don't need to have all black everything, I don't know. Also, oh shit, what was it? I don't know if y'all seen this, and my bangs are all kinds of fucked up because I did a face mask earlier. And, yeah. That was great. Forehead flash. So, the zero waste trend is kind of weird and I don't understand it. Like, I get why you want to be environmentally conscious or whatever, but these people are going to great lengths just to make sure they have zero or like reduced waste. And what's this? Red is a superior goth color. Okay. I also had purple hair one time, actually twice. I'm never ever doing purple ever again. It still hasn't come out of my hair. It kind of sucks. And I had purple, and then I had green, and then this, and it still doesn't come out. And it's been like 2 or 3 years now. And oh, this is bothering me. Hey, bearing uploaded. Anyway. Let's see if I can find that purple streak. Because I did the underside of my hair purple one day. And, oh well. Also, the underside of my hair is kind of fried because, I don't know. I used to have a straight fucking ringlet on the back of my head. I have naturally wavy-ish hair, but because it's so long, it gets, like, weighed down by gravity. So it curls at the ends just a wee bit. And y'all can't see it because it's so damn dark. I'm only running on one light bulb because shit blew out. Hooray. Oh my god. Also, this thing on my finger, I've had it for a year now. It's not going away and it's bothering me. And I have to keep filing the bitch. Fun shit. And I'm really sorry this stream became a bust. I wanted to play games and computer would not let me. Probably will delete this. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Perhaps I'll try again. I don't know. Perhaps I'll leave it up. I don't know. Well, regardless. What I was talking about with the zero waste trend, it's going to the great lengths of just trying to be good for the environment. And it's like, I hate the idea that people are bad for the environment because, yes, you know, we need to eat. We need to do this. We need to do that. Humans are a parasite that the earth can shake off like a flea. I've heard it all before. But at the same time, like, pandas wouldn't have a... You see, I would love to be able to do that, but YouTube wouldn't let me stream on mobile unless I have 1,000 subs. So y'all subscribe and everything so I can do that. Because I would love to stream Love Nikki, my game that I play a lot. And okay, I know there's a bit of a debate about are mobile games really games? Can you consider it gaming? Yes and no, in my opinion, because some games are actually really good on mobile. Like my brother has this one, or had one at least. He was on some of the leaderboards, like global leaderboards, because like he's really fucking tall, so he has long ass fingers because proportional, and so he's like doing like this shit, holding the phone like this, and doing like all that, and he's so got that extra dexterity going on. Who's selling the extension? Was it PewDiePie that you can put on your phone for gaming? Regardless. And then there's other games like Solitaire that I play a lot. Yeah. I admittedly I don't know much about it, but YouTube's already in the fucking dump. Like, the only reason why I don't want to leave YouTube is because, one, I'm nostalgic for it. I remember back in its heyday, and I like just everything about it, the layout, the functionality, just everything else. And all the alternatives, just, I feel like they don't hold a candle to YouTube in the not only content sense, but also just functionality sense. Like, for instance, BitChute. Why is everything capitalized? I don't like the comment section. I don't like the fact that, it tells you how long you've watched instead of the time itself. Like YouTube has how long you've watched out of the video length. BitChute, it just has how much you've watched. And I'm lazy and I don't want to put the cursor over the whatever, the back of the video to see how much time is left. That's just nitpicks. But it's nitpicks that make me want to not be on the website. Plus the comment section. If I haven't mentioned it already, I saw a murdered rape victim in the comment section somewhere in BitChute, and I don't want to see that again, so I don't really want to go in the comments. Except I do like the memes. I go there for the memes. But YouTube in itself... Ugh. Hey, kitty. I wish YouTube was just like it used to be, when YouTube was broadcast yourself and not bow down to the corporations. Because, like, my first YouTube video was actually a animation of an alien disco dancing to I Will Survive, and then right after I Will Survive, a fucking disco ball lands on her. Yeah! They really can't do that anymore. You just kind of get maybe a picture and a color. That's really shitty. I miss that a lot. Rip. I've mentioned it before. I also miss the video reply button. That would be so fucking useful nowadays. And really messy, not gonna lie. Sorry, I have a particular purr going on. Kitty, what do you want? You keep getting in my lap and then jumping out of my lap. I don't know what you want. Okay. Like, okay. YouTube, I don't know if it could be revived. Maybe just because it's running off the name, the legacy, but... Yeah. I mean, part of the problem is lazy-ass parents just throwing a tablet in front of their kids' faces and just not watching them at all. And I see this at work a fucking ton, and it bothers me to no end. Like, I'll see parents, and they're like 3-year-old kid. They have like specially made tablets for these little kids with like the bumper shit on the outside because kids drop everything and throw things. And actually, oh my god, I saw this kid shit whip the fuck out of his fucking tablet thing. It had a little handle and everything, and this kid just went bam on the fucking counter. Oh my god. And like, this is why you should not let your kids have any kind of screen time. I swear to god, when I have kids, I am not going to let them have any kind of screen time until about 10. Maybe younger if they're mature. But I know be hypocritical in myself because, like, I had a phone really early, but I had a little Nokia phone. There weren't games on that. You know, the only games on that were like the little platformer that the little dot falls between the platforms and you have to get it within the level and shit. It's just, ugh. Everyone is scared and pissed. I am too, because good fucking god. Yeah. Like, remember when YouTube used to be 13 and up? Let's do that again. You know, YouTube used to be, like, that's why my channel wasn't created until, I don't even know when it was created, 2015? I will not calm down. But YouTube used to be 13 and up for a fucking reason. And unless you either lied about your age, which some kids didn't have the balls to do, like moi, because I was a little goody two-shoes for the most part. But I feel like the comment section was a lot better. It was a lot, well, not better, but just didn't have fucking retarded kids in it. Sorry to be so frank, but like, kids don't need to be on the internet. Kids just, Yep. So long ago. Back in my youth. Coming from the Gen Z. But, like I was saying, this kid, just, the one I saw, he had his little headphones, and he didn't talk at all, and he didn't even look at his parents, and just, I felt so bad. Yeah. And then he shit whipped the fucking tablet against the table. And I'm like, this is exactly why you don't let your kids have expensive technology like this. You know, if I did that when I was his age, I would not be getting that back. Man, because even, like, I didn't get a phone until I was, I don't even fucking know how old I was. But oh god, that would be even fucking worse. Government doesn't need to be in our daily lives. For instance, why the fuck? Like, if you have a boat, you are taxed on the boat and the engine. Not like they're two completely different entities or anything. Not like you need one without the other. You're taxed on both the boat and the engine. Why? Why? Actually, no, I'm not a reader. William Faulkner sounds familiar, actually. Actually, both sound familiar. I'm sorry. Cool. Sounds very Irish. And what was I talking about? I completely forget. Shit, man, damn. Well, anyway, YouTube needs to be 13 and up again, but it won't be because kids are a easily tapped market. Like, for instance, it's getting later in the year. You've probably seen the all the toy commercials. It's like clockwork. Yeah. Forget exactly what it was. Because you can install different engines. What? Install engines. Are we talking about like cars, computers? I don't know. I'm too stupid for this. I'm sorry. But I touch my face a lot. I just realized this. Maybe I do it when I am scared. Regardless. If YouTube was 13 up again, I feel like it would be so much better. Not only would just like less dumb kids in the comments, but also no more stupid kid bait weird shit like Finger Family and Johnny Yes Papa. Oh yes. I was talking about if you own a boat, you are taxed on the boat itself and the motor, which I think is absolutely stupid. And that's why no one around here owns a boat. You have a friend that owns a boat. Like, I don't get that. That's just another... And you see, YouTube Kids in itself is a shitty thing. Just, it's more... and it's another cash grab. Okay. But hey, even... like, when I was on the game, the dress-up game sites, you'll see games like Pregnant Elsa and, like, being a dentist for Anna. You know exactly who this is targeting. It's targeting little kids who have unfettered access to the internet because the parents don't give a shit. It's kind of sad. RIP. Oh, my generation is so fucked. Like, I feel like the best course of action for me is to be like a homemaker, have like a side job and shit, and just mostly have kids. Like, not just, well, primarily raise kids, mostly because 2 working parents is, I'm gonna say it, inherently neglectful because no one's watching the kids. But, But that shit can't really happen anymore. I'll probably have to be a working parent and probably have to send my kids away to daycare, which I do not want to fucking do. Not only just because all the stories about like, oh, my kid was tossed around at daycare or whatever, but also just like I want to be there. I need to be the one molding and forming my kid. I'm not gonna send him off to someone else just because I have to work. And the fact that, like, if we have to just keep being wage slaves for this shit. I'm not going to be eloquent at the moment because my brain is fried. It is 9:30 o'clock at night. But hopefully I can get my point across. How can you raise a family if you are constantly working? I don't want to do that. And I know I switched. That was a big fucking jump from YouTube Kids and creepy shit like Johnny Yes Papa to this. But I'm also talking about the lack of parenting involved with the whole YouTube and kids thing. Overworked parents, they're not paying attention to their kids, and that's the future I'm looking forward to, because I just want to be a fucking homemaker with a side job. Maybe I'll knit blankets and sell them online. That sounds like a fucking amazing job. I'll do custom made hand knit blankets and I'll sell them for like $100 a piece, and then I'll homeschool my children and teach them my craft. Speaking of which, if college is still a thing in the future, my kids aren't going to college, they're going to a trade school. Working to pay someone to raise your kids is neglectful and wrong. Yes. Having 2 working parents is inherently neglectful. I don't care who you are. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. It's, you can debate me on it, but how do you raise a kid in your image? How do you raise them how you want them to be if you are gone all the time? Like, my parents were always gone, and I didn't have anyone watching me. if I had, I was either with family, like my grandmother, or I was by myself with my brother. You know, growing up as a Gen Z, the internet raised me. I mean, I wouldn't even be worried about mass shootings because, like, there's so many schools and only so many shootings, because, like, I've gone through like lockdowns a lot. Like, one time a bank got robbed next to my middle school, so we went on lockdown. But it's mostly how shit's handled at school, because my middle school was a fucking shit show and a half. And that's a sad reality that we're forced into. I need context on that, sorry. But oh, what was I saying? Yeah. Conservatism is the new punk rock. In fact, actually, I was texting my boyfriend earlier and we're talking, and I was saying, "Oh, wouldn't it be so much fun to go to the shooting range? That would be such a great date." Happy conservative noises. Which I used to live actually by a shooting range, and I would have friends over, and they would hear like bang bang, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a shooting range." And they're like, "Oh my god, get down! We're gonna get shot at." I'm like, "Dude, it's like miles away. We're fine." Like, I grew up on a farm. I'm used to that. I'm used to guns and kind of relative danger. Like, one time I got face to face with a snake because I went into the chicken pen one day late at night. Cheers and libertarian. Yeah, I think I'm probably a little more libertarian than conservative. I'm just generally right-leaning. Let me just put you that way. I've always kind of been in my own bubble and just made my own definitions for things. I am my own political category. But as I was saying, like, I was raised in the country. I'm used to that relative danger. Tim Pool always talks about, like, I was born on the south side. Let's do it. Okay, ha ha ha. You see, I can, like, there is a debate for that. The reverse, backwards, whatever. But the thing is, we're already so far. Like, I feel like, because, like, okay, I'll give you an example because it's hard for me to put it into words. We've already been, like, born into a generation where it's like, who within the last 20 years been beaten up for being gay? You know, like, the cultural things have already shifted. You know, I don't think we're gonna immediately start throwing away all of our values because fuck it. You know, we're not gonna be reinventing the wheel here, I don't think. Yes, my dude. Yes, yes, yes. No step on Snick. So, like, if I had the opportunity, I would totally live in the country again. Like, the only hard part is being so far out away from everything. And I live in, like, my little small town is developing. I can actually walk to the dollar store across the street, but that's it. You know, I live 5 minutes from the edge of bigger town, but it's still pretty relatively far out. Yes. I was actually debating this earlier with my boyfriend about how traditional kind of, like, traditionalism kind of inherently supports survival. It was what I was trying to get at the I'm starting to get hot. Ooh. Much better. But for instance, I just want to have Like, twins run in my family, and if I can have a boy and a girl, that'd be perfect, because it would be a replacement for both me and my future husband. So, because of my health problems, I probably wouldn't be able to have more than a few kids, and I really wouldn't want to, because I was born a C-section. I was in the breech position as well as my brother and my mom, actually. So birth defects abound. You know, I was born with a gap in my spine and a curve in my spine and fucked up hips. So I'm kind of hesitant to pass on my genetic makeup, but I don't want blue eyes to go extinct. I'm telling you that right now. I'm a natural blonde. I have blue eyes, and I don't want to see that shit go extinct. I'm just gonna say it. Mm-hmm. 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 Very much agreed. You need that yin and the yang, you know? Because, like, I can be a little bit of a disciplinarian, but in general, I'm gonna be softer. It's just in my nature. I can't help it as a female. You know? Like, I've had to babysit a few times, and by the way, I'm not babysitting it ever again because I was assaulted by 2 8-year-old girls. They tried to stick their finger in my butthole. Never again am I babysitting ever again. Ever. But that's another story for another day. Good one. I like that. Let's pray. Let's pray. I fucking hope and pray. Because, like, they're already so rare. I mean, I notice this especially at work, when I see people with blue eyes, I always catch it. And I don't know. I always I'm biased for blue eyes. I hope you can get away with doing that. If you're uploading songs, I don't know how that's going to work with the algorithm and everything. Because I literally got permission from the band, Devil in the Universe. Like, I messaged him on through Instagram, and YouTube was still like, nope, blocked. And I got permission from them. I don't know. So I hope that works out. Yeah. Let's hope some of them get deported. Who said that? So, goth girl, big racist. Uh-oh. So, one thing that makes me really happy, at work, I've seen white families with like 3+ children. I'm just gonna say it, that makes me happy. Y'all got anything else to say? Cause I've probably already put myself in deep shit. Like, the comments, YouTube already hates me when I comment. That's already like, I can only imagine what y'all have to go through too. But of course, YouTube comments hates the word retard, and I say it often. And I have a friend who is autistic, and although she doesn't like the word, she doesn't really care if I use it because she knows I'm not using it in an offensive way. Who's Brittany Venti? Sorry, I'm about to Google this. Yeah. Unless we get breeded with. Because wasn't it true that, like, Irish slaves that were bred with Native Americans were cheaper? I think that was a thing. Okay, I'm Googling Brittany Venti because I don't know who this bitch is. Okay, the first thing I see is titties. So, like, I'm not. Wait, hold on. What? Sexually what? Alleged sexually. I don't give a fuck. We are your overlords. Sorry, Led Zeppelin. She's a fake conservative, I'm pretty sure. E-thought. If the first picture I saw was titties, I think she's an e-thought. It's okay, baby. You're fine. Hi. Maybe I should expose some fake conservative e-thoughts. Also, if I ever become an e-thought, just come to my house and fucking murder me. That just end my shit. I don't want to be this. If my neckline ever starts slipping from here to here to here, just kill me. Like, I don't have the boobs for that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have big titties. I'll just come out and say it. I am a C cup. I'm not big. I am average. But, like, I have decency. I don't mind, you know, I don't mind shilling for the conservative boys, you know, like, I don't care. I'm a conservative too. But y'all ain't gonna get titties. The worst you're gonna get is some leg. I don't know, my dude. There's no HB. The same every German song. Oh man, they're gonna have a fucking field day with Rammstein. Speaking of which, holy shit! Like, I still love Rammstein, but I went through a heavy phase where I listened to them exclusively. And if it wasn't only Rammstein, it was occasionally some Vocaloid. So I listened to just nothing but German or Japanese music for a good while. And I remember watching them play live. I didn't see them live. I would love to see them live. But they were doing Weidmantel. Months high. If you didn't know the context, you would think Hitler Youth, but yeah. You see, I'm the former, not the latter. Fuck war, fuck mass surveillance, and fuck welfare. Double fuck welfare. Like, if they want reparations, they've got it through welfare. They've got it overtime through welfare. Okay. So there's the tea, sis. Sip, sip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've actually seen no conservatives want war. Like, show me, okay, except for neocon, except for, like, the John McCains of the world, but show me someone on my wavelength. Show me someone like, you know, some of y'all that are like, fuck yeah, give me that war so I can get that money. Just like, no. Who wants that? What average American wants that? They're not going to want their sons and their brothers shipped off to war. And yes, I believe women shouldn't be in combat. But like, also, what conservative wants welfare? Maybe I don't understand conservatism. I cannot speak English. But like, it's like, what's the thing? You can only have welfare or open borders. You can't have both. you know, but on the topic of welfare in itself, like there's people like me who have birth defects and would probably benefit from like supplemental income. I know someone who has like a touch of Down syndrome. I work with them. He only works 3 days a week because everything else he gets through the government. That is okay because you're still working for most of your money. You're getting supplemental income. You should not be a welfare queen. You should not be getting drugs with your money, with your with your government money. And I see that a lot. Sorry. I mean, when I call myself a conservative, I mostly mean traditionalists, I guess. Generally, I consider myself like constitutional freedom. Yeah, motherfucker. Okay. I mean, from my standpoint, what am I fucking even talking about? I'm sorry, I just had a massive brain fart. Almost every Republican comes to increase our mass in wars overseas. Okay. I don't think, while I do agree that we should not be overseas, I don't think like bloating the military is inherently a bad thing because the same job you can get as a civilian you can get in the military, like a welder or a computer technician. So yeah, that's why I said well, like I don't think anything inherently wrong with giving the military money because like research and just what was it, national response and shit like that. When we have hurricanes and floods, I want the military to come in. And that's why I think we should be primarily isolationist and just back out of all those wars. But going through giving the military money isn't something I'm like, no about. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, what comedian was it that was like, we're bored and we're nuts? I think it was, not, was it Kurt Metzger, I want to say? I think, I don't remember, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have to be in combat to, boost our military. Generally, I feel like we would benefit from a primarily isolationist stance because, like, one, America first, and two, wouldn't it be amazing if we could actually use our military on our home ground, like I said, with floods and disaster relief? What if you got the military to like clean up shit in San Fran or something like that? I kind of like the paying the homeless idea thing. That's kind of cute. It you kind of want that job stimulus just a little bit, but also where's that money coming from? But at the same time, I'm sorry, I'm jamming like 6 different things together. You see, I can go on both sides of that. This is me being generally indifferent because I watched neither. Okay, I've seen Kyle Kalinske on Joe Rogan, and like he has good ideas, but I'm not going to agree with all of them. Yeah. Yep. Guard them poppy fields. Gotta make sure. Like, wasn't Obama literally funding Al Qaeda or Taliban or who the ISIS at that time? Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Isn't like the UK proposing nationalized broadband or something? That's such a distraction from Brexit if I ever seen one. Like, part of me kind of wants to go to downtown Charleston and sit in one of the parks with a sign that's like, fuck impeachment, talk about Epstein. Because, am I wrong? Fuck impeachment, let's talk about Epstein. I'll do it. Mm-hmm. Oh, what was I talking about? Yeah. So, when I hear, stop giving the government money, I'm always like, we don't have to be at war. You know, like, there's things. Okay, a lot of people don't understand this. There are jobs in the military that are just like civilian jobs, but they're military jobs. Like, you can be a chef, you can be a computer technician, you can do like the cybersecurity shit, you can be a welder. When I was an intern for graphic design, my teacher was formerly a welder for the Air Force. I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you for teaching me. But like, I'm so eloquent, by the way. Like, but as I was saying, there aren't just, it's not just you're on the battlefield, you're doing this, you're in planes, you're doing that, you're packing, I had an uncle who was packing parachutes. I think that was just his job. I don't know. Yeah. And that Second Amendment is under attack, guaranteeing keeping our tyranny, or keeping the tyranny in check. So we gotta. I would agree that the general population isn't doing well. The under attack thing is generally debated because I think it's internal under the attack. House of Cards, I just can't comment on that. Yeah. If anything, we're under attack in our own country by our own people. Who's fucking with America? Real shit. Who's fucking with America? Who's fucking with our big dick America? Like, the only country that really wants to fuck with America is China and North Korea. That's off the top of my head, at least. Yeah, that's what I thought. Somalia. I mean, they can suck our Liberty Bells. Well, as I was saying, the only people crazy enough to fuck with America, and like the joke earlier, we're bored and nuts, is China and North Korea, which are both paper tigers. I can't comment. I have no idea. But the previously established crazy people of the world aren't gonna fuck with the other crazy people of the world, I don't think, without causing World War III, in my opinion. Only because the stream's going well at the moment. I was going to delete the thing because the computer was kind of fucking up, but hey. Wasn't he shot? I don't know much about him other than, isn't he like the not Argentinian, Brazilian Trump, kind of? I don't know. I don't know much about him, I'm sorry. But yeah, sorry, I don't know much about Bolsonaro. If he was shot, I'm pretty sure he was shot, right? My memory is shit. Hope he got better. Russia is a one-trick pony that can only do coal and maybe not even nuclear, I don't know. But like that's why I'm assuming that's why they wanted Crimea, because for as long as I was under the impression of English, Ukraine was the basket of like, okay, he was stabbed. Okay. Whoopsies. I remember the video though. It was like completely forgot. Remember the video. Yeah, I do agree that the majority of people do live paycheck to paycheck, but I don't think that's necessarily the metric to go by, because the economy is many different things. Wait. I think only wages have grown so fast because people have been pushing for $15 an hour, which is fucking retarded, and would put small businesses like my family's out of business. We need to stop warring with European nations like Europe. Yeah. China is the problem. Thank you. Someone said it. Russia isn't the problem, it's China. Thank you. Someone finally said it. I've been feeling this for a while now. Like, let's just not fuck with those countries that we're not involved with and fuck with our own problems. How about that? How about deal with our own problems instead of sending money way over elsewhere that people are not going to return? How about that? How about stop paying people for... How about stop sending ass-kissing money to people who are going to want to bomb us into oblivion? Like, how about work on us first? How about fuck everybody else? How about let's go America first? That's my opinion. Yes. Yeah, I'm agree with that, because like I was saying, Ukraine was like the breadbasket and science place of Europe, kind of. And then Russia's like, mine, bitch. So, yeah, I remember when that whole Crimea shit was going down, and back then I was a staunch Italian, so I was like, especially because I cosplayed Ukraine from Hetalia, so I felt extra pissed. I was like, how dare you take Crimea? No! I'm a little hyper at the moment, sorry. Harm none. Mm-hmm. China is the whole world's problem. Like, even less so than North Korea. Because, like, North Korea is like that little kid that you can hold back with your hand and you're just, like, swinging punches. China's like their older brother that doesn't talk much but has a knife collection that they stole. China's helping. Yeah. Didn't Zuckerbot try to fucking help him out with that shit too? Like, of course I support Hong Kong. And what was it that guy said? Blitz Chung, I think. Revolution of our time. Which I've been, like, anime nerd here, of course. Weeb alert. For a good while now. Just when I think of all the bullshit going on, internally, my brain is like, Sekai wo kakame suru chikara wo, which is from Utena, which is translated as grant me the power to bring revolution to the world, because Japanese expands that shit out a lot. You know what? I talked to a man from China the other day at the DMV, and he told me that it was forbidden to have a business. Just own one. You have to work for the government. And I genuinely believe that they are not better off, because he's an American now. He probably left for a reason. Fuck China and everything they stand for. Yes. Yeah, that's actually a fun fact about me. I like language a lot. I try to learn German. Suck at it. I'm kind of okay at Spanish. I don't like the language. I think it's gross. I think it's an ugly language. I think it's really... That's what it sounds like to me. But I love Japanese, and I'm also okay at sign language. So yeah. Okay. Now, I'm still... Okay, I kind of... Alright. Fun times with Southern Gothic. Let's have a story that's completely irrelevant to what we were just talking about. Because on the topic of Utena and grant me the power to bring revolution to the world. On the last day of school, my friend got a sword from the history teacher because she was just like, here, take it. And then I did the sword pull thing from Utena in Japanese because I'm a fucking weeb. And this was in public. I'm a weeb. Don't we literally give them guns? Or something like that? Some sort of gun trade with Sweden? Like, you know, they were pretty much all white until all those migrants came in, but whatever. Let's have a better example. Japan. Japan is like 99.9% Japanese, and 0.1% is the Americans who go over there to learn Japanese and teach English. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. But as I was saying, what was it? Japan is vastly, primarily Japanese, and you're not gonna like. You'll find people with maybe Korean or Chinese ancestry, but they're 100% Japanese, and they do so well because not only do they have the cultural belief in others before yourself, like that's how I word it. Yeah, Japan's pretty fucking base, not gonna lie. I love, like, not only am I a weeaboo, who, I say that ironically, but, like, I love the language. It just works. It snaps to me. But they know what's up. Like, I'm pretty sure they banned Muslims. I disagree, my dude. If you have a small country and all of them share the same culture, I think they're all going to work together for the same goals. And if you have a bunch of people that don't really like each other in a massive fucking population like America, I don't know. Senbon Sakura. Yeah, there's another thing. Japan used to be imperialist, but it's only England that was the bad guy throughout all of history. But England had colonized India for, well, Japan had Korea and China for very, very long, a very, very long time. We ain't gonna talk about that shit. We ain't gonna talk about how, like, I don't even remember what happened at the rape of Nanjing, but like, we ain't gonna talk about how Japan was fucking, like, all over the place. They were top dogs. But no, it was only England that was the bad guys. They were just the imperialist monsters. Yeah. Just fuck you people. You people blatantly disregard history for your own personal benefit. And you know what? I really like that anime doesn't give a fuck about what SJWs think, and I think that hopefully hope that it red pills our generation. Yes. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, honestly. And like I've been saying a lot of times, we always get the Holocaust jammed down our throats every single fucking year in school. But how often did you ever learn about the Barbary trade or the Armenian genocide or the fucking extermination of the kulaks? Like, you don't hear this shit. I remember I had to read one book about the oh god, what was it? The camps in Siberia, and then I had read another one about like Japanese internment camps. But it was always Holocaust. Like, I remember reading, you at least read 3 books to every one book you read about like Japanese internment or the Russian camps and shit. It's like, it was always Holocaust jammed down your throat. I wonder why. And how come the number went from like 6 million to like 10 million to like 20 million? And how come it's only Jews that were ever talked about? Because gypsies and disabled and gays were also put in the Holocaust. Pretty much anyone who, if you were a Jew lover back then, you were also thrown in the fucking camps because you were against the agenda. No one talked about this though. Grr. Sorry. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I can debate that. I don't know a whole hell of a lot about what's going on in the UK. But every time I see the word diverse, I'm just thinking, bleh. That reminds me, actually, a voice actor had died from cancer that was most likely due to the radiation because she was from Hiroshima, however you want to say it. And she voiced Anna from Shimonetta, which I cosplayed from. I cosplayed Fua from Shimonetta. Just wanted to throw that in for no reason, because I'm an Aquarius and I do that. Aquarius love to throw in random facts that don't mean anything. Whatever. So, this is what I'm talking about with, like, traditionalism kind of helps survival, because like y'all been talking about cultural homogeneity in small homogenous countries. Because Japan knows what's up. Japan is only concerned about Japan and its people. Japan is not concerned about, like, social justice. They don't care about the fucking Muslims or the blacks or the Jews or the gays. They care about Japanese people. It's so nice to be able to speak freely and watch this stream get shut down. But while we bitch and complain and cry in America about where I want $15 an hour for flipping burgers, it's like it's a cancer of the mind. I don't have no better way of putting it other than that. Because, like, I want to believe that Gen Z has some sort of semblance of responsibility, because I feel like a lot of us grew up having to raise ourselves and having to, like, maybe having to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. But then again, we also get, like, the college campus freak out bullshit. And then I'm like, oh God, is there hope? I hope not. I hope so. Rip. That's sad. That's really sad. Oh well, UK. You had a good run. Yep. Like, I think it was Amigon that had the story of some kid. Okay, there's probably 10 of them that I'm combining, because this happens quite a bit over there, I'm assuming, with the God, there's like 20 different stories, actually. There's so many. Well, for one, the guy with the fucking potato peeler walking in the street. Ooh. And then Dankula. Ooh. I'm about to reread that. What? Let me learn more about what has directly influenced our country. I would say they're doing worse. Be English. Walk down the street with fork. Get arrested. Okay, I hate this fucking strawman right here, because no, you don't go into financial ruin just from getting sick. I paid off a medical bill. I'm doing fine. I've paid off 2 medical bills. I'm doing fine. Yeah, my dad died of cancer and we're still fucking paying off that. But we got his headstone. We got him buried. You know, like, we might have lost our house, but we still have the lights on. I'm still able to do this. You know, have a little bit of reality kicked into you. I'm sorry. Said what? Everything I ever say? Yeah. Idle hand do the devil are the devil's playthings. Pepe hands. Flash your okay symbols, boys. Like, I love the occasional accidental red pilling of the masses. Like, I remember my mom saw, I think it was either Lactatia or Desmond is Amazing, and she goes, oh no. Like, thank you. And when I talked to her about AOC, she's like, oh, that crazy woman? No one listens to her. I'm like, I hope everyone else thinks the same way you do. I hope your opinion is my gauge of the average stupid American that watches TV. Because she watches TV, and I don't. I don't even want to pay for cable. Which, we don't pay for cable anymore, by the way. We have, like, one of those things you plug into the back of the TV. And then a satellite dish thing with the antennas. Yeah. My dude, it's life. Oh my God. There's a lot more things that went on than just his cancer that sunk us. A lot more factors. It is life. Get a grip. I'm not gonna lie. I do love that, that Nazi military looking aesthetic. It's just a very nice, very clean, very tough. I don't know. I like it. I like that Nazi lolly look. Cute little pleated skirt and the hat. I like. I'm sure it doesn't. Oh, honey. Because people don't lose their houses because of financial ruin. That doesn't happen ever. Because multiple things never compound and is never a final straw that makes you lose things. Oh my God, you're hilarious. Like, my dude, it was not just having cancer that made us lose our house. I don't know why you can't get that through your head. Thank you. Thank you. In Canada, people have waited hours to get service. The longest I've ever waited in the emergency room is like 25 fucking minutes. Top that. I also, hold on. There's some medicine I get for fucking free from my doctor. Free. Yes, free. But I'm American. How can it be? Yeah, it is insane though. And that's only because of the fucking health insurance bullshit, and mostly because, sorry. But for one, motherfuckers be fucking shit up. Mm-hmm. But like I was saying, sorry, I'm sweating my fucking tits off. But, and I lost my train of thought. Ugh, fucking hell. Lost my train of thought. Oh yes, I remember now. But, sorry, I'm actually really struggling at the moment. It's just, for one, oh my God, why the fuck am I having such a horrible brain fart? I need water. It's because it's hot in here. The government. If everything was privatized and you had only one or two public options, I feel like it would be so much better, because that means we would have competition and rates would go down. But because, I'm sorry, I heard a noise. But because that's not the case, and because everyone wants to have their free shit, who's going to pay for it? Everyone else. The people who pay their own way. Because currently, we have pretty good health insurance here. And although we have to pay the ass for it, I would much rather have to pay my own way than having to pay for everyone else, and then my own. Because in the end, it's going to be more expensive to try to do that. Why we're the only country that does it in an argument? I don't get it. Yeah, we're the only country that has a Second Amendment where it allows guns too. That should spread. Why does it make more sense to you that, like, where's this money coming from in your head? How about you pay your own way and have wages be competitive so that they actually are made affordable, and you pay your own weight instead of having to deal with everyone? Because if everyone has to pitch in for everyone else, I don't want to pay for someone's heart surgery when I only have bad allergies. You know what I'm talking about? That's really great. Oh, Hispanics in the USA? That's a great. Yeah. I remember hearing something about like it's cheaper to move to Spain, live there for 3 years, get a hip replacement, and then fly back to America than get it here. That's not our fault as Americans. That is the government's fault for inflating all of the prices by making the market so fucking just instead of the market being so big so everyone has something to choose from, it's made okay, my best example is gas prices. And like when you're driving on the street and there's a gas station here and there's a gas station here, which one are you going to go to? The one with the lowest price. And how do you regulate that if oil is the same? How if oil is the same price regardless? How do you manage to have the two different prices at the gas station? It's competition. That's how. Mm-hmm. You see, if things could be made from the ground up, just peel everything back and then start from the ground up, shit would be a lot better. Instead, we're trying to work with everything that we have on top. It's like trying to clean a room when everything is just, it's like trying to do little tiny light things on top of the huge mess. Pull the huge mess out first and then get the deep cleaning going. Yeah. Or no. Let's see. Hold on, actually. Single pair. Hold on. Do I sense a contradiction? Single payer healthcare costs less. We have single payer healthcare. But private insurance is what rips you off, but it costs less? Am I understanding this correctly? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I am just sweating my ass off in here. Whew. And I've been sitting here for an hour and 20 minutes. I should probably go. Some things you just have to invest in. I've always said that. Yep. Why does it not surprise me? I thought I did. Let's read it again. Single payer healthcare costs less than what we currently have. And then skip. Private healthcare insurance is the middleman that rips you off. Am confused. Maybe I'm just a dumb woman that doesn't understand things. I am a natural blonde after all. But that didn't make no sense. I don't know. Regardless, I am tired. My ass hurts from sitting here on the floor. And I am sweaty. It is 10:30. And I want to go to bed. Interesting. And I'm pretty sure they can get away with it too because they are small countries that are homogenous. Ugh. I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes at the moment. Let's end on something positive. Thank you for asking. How was my day, departed one? How was your day? Mine was okay. I went to work and okay. There are some people that I would on site beat the shit out of if I wasn't a civilized person or at work. And it is the same guy that wanted to give me half a tab of whatever the fuck for a soda. Came in, didn't talk to me, good thing. Just went by me, grabbed a soda at the cooler, and left, and then started talking to someone else. He stepped out of my way, and I'm like this close to spitting on him and saying, "Kill yourself, fucker," because I just hate this guy. Because I don't remember if y'all remember last time, dude was like, "Hey, remember your pet pig?" I didn't talk about this. He goes, "Remember your pet pig? Well, I shot it in the face." I'm like, "Are you telling me this to get a reaction out of me?" Like, okay. Well, anyway, I'm not talking about that anymore. How was everyone's day? Because I had to deal with a lot of fucking drunks. I hate alcoholics with a burning passion. I may not understand government or the economy, but there's one thing I understand. I don't like alcoholics. I don't. Like, I don't care if you're a fun drunk. I don't care if you're a crybaby drunk or a mean drunk. You're not a fun drunk. I don't care. Huh. I'm about to look that up in a minute. And by a minute, I mean right now. Mm-hmm. Some of those, like, those cryptid things, I know there's one that's kind of cute. But other than that, I don't know much about the SCP thing. I love Squidward. Drugs. Um. 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 Okay, I've seen this, I think. It reminds me of the, oh, what was it? The Russian experiment thing. Y'all remember that creepypasta from so long ago? That shit, I'm gonna look it up, actually. Um, the Russian sleep experiment thing. That was, that was creepy. Tis a creepypasta, after all. Also, like, okay, picture time. That thing. I always thought that was a titty. That's an elbow. Is a titty. Is it a titty? Is an elbow. That thing still disturbs me though. But yeah, I remember back when like Russian sleep experiment creepypasta, Squidward suicide creepypasta. Those are the days. That was that was fun. So y'all tell me about your day actually. Just hope you had a good one. Of course. Because like on the daily, I have to deal with boomers and drunks and junkies occasionally. One time, there was this woman just standing around outside, pacing and waiting for us to open and open up the front door. She came in, she sat down, she ordered her food, took one sip of her water, and then started pacing up and down the aisle, and then left. Poor woman was probably on drugs, but she looked like a fried old woman. Oh, you talking about the one with the dog head? Yeah, I know that one. That one's fucked. But have y'all seen the like there's a lot of the Rush. Oh my god. You talking about the homunculus thing where he put his own sperm in an egg and then he squished it with a book? That was disturbing as shit. That was the fucking craziest shit. Like, it really gave me Weird Al. Not Weird Al. Why did I say Weird Al? It's because I'm thinking of Ed and Al from FMA. But, ugh. I can see the video in my head of the dog going, just, oh, it's so sad. I hate it. I'm too empathetic for that. Aw, that's really sweet. I kind of miss, school times. Like, my school was kind of like an anime school. Like, it was, one of the buildings was built almost like something you'd see out of anime. And I just remember, like, late in the fall when it started getting darker earlier and the golden sun was shining through the windows and you were walking through at the end of the day and you're by yourself, maybe with your friends, just like holding your books. It was very anime, very peaceful, relaxing. The golden sunlight coming through the windows and the long shadows, just very aesthetic. That shit had me fooled. But then again, I am a natural blonde. Kitty wants in again. Ah! God, I can't get up. Ah! Okay, this has gone on for long enough. It's an hour and 30, essentially. So I hope everyone had a really good day and enjoyed this stream. It's been a long one. Thought it was a bust, thought I was going to delete it. And now, here I am, an hour and 30 minutes later. So, oh wait. First, let me bring out the kitties. The kitties had to say goodbye as well. This is Bobby. He's a good boy. He is a big boy. Can y'all hear him purring? He's such a good kitty. And he is a long boy. He is a long baby. And then I have his brother. My buddy Love. Y'all have a good afternoon, good night. Buddy was actually sleeping like this on my head last night. It was really cute. Good night. I am tough. Black one is Buddy. Brindle one is Bobby. Okay. Good night, everyone. Sleep tight. Good end.